Hello, good morning. I'm in a great mood today. I have just literally about 2 hours ago spontaneously decided to drive 3.5 hours into Snowdonia, North Wales, to hike and camp on a mountain. It's like my last day in the UK for a couple of weeks and it is such beautiful weather. It's perfect weather, hiking, camping conditions, and I feel like it could be my last chance to get a nice summer mountain camping. So I'm going for it. 7-hour round trip, couple of hours hiking up, probably 1 or 2 hours of daylight by the time I get up there. Sunset, sunrise, beautiful time. I cannot wait. I haven't decided yet what mountain I'm going to do. I've got 3.5 hours to decide. I've got a couple of options, but I'm so excited. Got a can of Peachy Keen Monster, my favourite. And please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Someone's watching me talk to the camera, so I'm going to go. Bye, love you, bye. I've just set off. I'm in the beautiful Ogwen Valley. Got the Gliderau behind me, Penarolwen up here, Tryfan there, and I've decided to go camp up Egan, which is just up here with the sun. It's going to be setting behind it. If you followed my YouTube channel for a long time, you will know that Egan was my first ever solo wild camp a couple of years ago now, and I've not camped up there solo since. So one of my favourite mountains, thought I'd go up there. It's familiar to me, it's comfortable to me, and I know I get a perfectly gorgeous sunrise like coming through the valley over there. If you're wondering about the weight of this bag, it's approximately 17 million kilograms because I am incapable of packing light. Just loving this piece, like it's so quiet. Oh, there's boys coming, let's run away. Run away from the boys. So the hard part begins now. We're heading up. The sun has just set behind the summit though, so at least I don't have boiling heat beating down on me. Sheep is staring at me. Why are you staring at me like that? What? So there's the summit. There's a tiny lake just over there, and you got these lovely views. The path is right there, so I'm not going to go. As lovely as that is, nice bit of flat ground with a lovely view right there. Obviously, when I'm by myself, I want to feel really safe and tucked away, so I don't go anywhere near the path. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of wander around and find a little flat spot that I feel like safe in. But what's nice is there's no one up here. I've passed a few people on my way up, and what I always do if I speak to anyone is if they ask anything, which a few people have said, oh, you're only just on your way up, and I just said, yeah, my friends are already up there. Stupid, but it just makes me feel a little bit safer. You gotta do what you gotta do. You're camping on your own in the mountains, you're gonna feel a little bit vulnerable. So yeah, I always just tell people that I'm meeting friends or that I'm just doing a training hike and I've got weight on my bag. Obviously I just never say, yeah, I'm gonna go camp by myself. Except for these guys that see me, you little stalkers. Yes, and you. I'm literally going crazy speaking to sheep, so let's go find somewhere to pitch. So I found my spot, this little bit patch of grass there. That is where I camped on my first ever solo wild camp, so I feel really safe there. It feels really tucked away, like as you can see I've like dropped down, kind of. I'm in the side of the mountain kind of thing, so I feel really secluded and hidden, and no one's gonna have any reason to kind of stumble upon me or see my tent, and I get a beautiful view of the lake. So I'm gonna go set up my tent. Just have the sun on it, it's so toasty. It's like getting a hug. I haven't had a hug in so long. Tragic. Yes! For forgot I had these. Oh, Jesus. Cheers. So this is the Vango Helvellyn 200. This is my tent. Good little 2-man tent, not too heavy, not too expensive. Definitely a good little starter tent if you are looking to invest in one. I've had this for like 3 years now. Okay, I'm being brave. I've changed my campsite. I was going to go here on this flat bit that's kind of hidden between these two bits of, well, these two hills, but I'm going up here on this hill because look at the views. Slightly less hidden away, but I'm feeling brave, I'm gonna do it. So I get to wake up to these views and sunrise right over there. So I'm all set up, got all my sleeping stuff set up. So glad that I moved my tent here. I just love this spot. Just look at this view. Absolutely stunning. So here's the thing, I know so many people are nervous and have anxiety about going, you know, solo wild camping. It is a scary thing. You're very vulnerable. You're out in the elements by yourself. I don't have signal right now. Obviously I'm quite away from my car. I can actually see my car, I just realised. So it's really natural to be scared, and it's actually good because it means you're aware of the risks and you're going to keep yourself a little bit more safe and be a bit more alert. But if you're anything like me, you'll find that it's usually the fear of the unknown, and then once you're up here and you're sat here in the mountains, just in this beautiful place with these beautiful views, and it's so peaceful and serene, I just feel safe. I just feel happy and safe. And obviously it's a different story when it goes dark, but usually you've settled into your environment. I would always recommend going somewhere that you're comfortable with, that you're familiar with, that you've been to before. This is why I've come back here, because I came here before, and even the time I came here for my first ever solo wild camp, I had already been here with friends and camped here with friends, so it's a really comfortable, familiar spot for me. Go somewhere that you know, that you've been before. Make sure someone has your location. I've got my Kindle with me. I've got some episodes downloaded on Netflix on my phone. I've got a little miniature wine to drink and some super noodles. Just kind of make it a fun little experience for yourself. I'd always recommend going in good weather. Nobody wants to be camping for the first time in rain or horrible winds, so always check the weather. And I personally find the higher up I am, the safer I feel. Obviously it would be easier to just kind of camp somewhere down here by the lake, but if a ranger comes by and asks you to move on, that's more likely to happen when you're down low. There's more likely to be more people there. There's more likely for people to be wandering past you if they're hiking up for sunrise or sunset. So I personally just find that if I'm higher up, I feel safer. And it just comes down to logic. Sometimes I do get a bit scared. I think I hear a sound or my brain starts running away with itself. But I just tell myself, like, I just run through logic in my head. I'm like, no one knows I'm here. What are the chances of somebody being up here in the middle of the night, having ill intent, having ill meaning? And also, what kind of crazy person goes and attacks a tent without knowing who's in there? Like, I think, if this is sexist, I don't know, but I don't think many people would expect a young girl to be camping by herself. So if they just see a tent, what kind of crazy person is just going to go and, like, you know, do something without knowing who's in there? So I think it's safe to assume you'd think it was possibly a guy or a couple or something. So yeah, I just those are my tips. Those are what I do to kind of talk my brain down. But most of the time, it's like this, and I'm just happy and peaceful, and just happy to be here. So I hope that inspires some solo adventures or a solo camp. But also, just go with a friend first. Go with a friend or a partner or someone first to get comfortable with solo camping. Make sure you know how to set your tent up, and you've experienced sleeping on a mountain, sleeping, you know, with the wind and the sheep and everything like that. I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments actually if you've got any questions about that, and I can always do another video. Absolute elite meal. Cheers! So I'm back in my tent. I did run up to a little bit higher up just to check out the sunset oh my goodness, the sky has been like pink, blue. It's just been, obviously it's always blue, but I mean, it's been just layers of pinks and blues. It's been absolutely beautiful. Like, it still is. The camera won't do it justice now, but look at that for a view. I feel so lucky right now to be here. I'm just watching all the little twinkling lights down in the valley of the cars driving past. But yeah, this is me. It is 5 to 8, so nice early night. I have my book and I have some episodes downloaded on Netflix of The Office, obviously, because that's all I watch, and probably pop out in an hour or two to take some night mode pictures of my tent and then hope for a beautiful sunrise. So yeah, it's been an awesome night. I've loved it. I'm so glad I came. Good night. Good morning. It looks nice out there. I'm tired. Oh, I was just boiling my water for a hot chocolate and then it tipped over. No hot chocolate for me. That is like so sad. That's the last of my water, so I've got no water to drink and I've got no hot chocolate. There it is. Oh, how beautiful is that? You know what would have made this better? A hot chocolate. Oh, what a morning. That's been absolutely stunning. Look at that. I've just been sat here for like a good hour just watching it. So I didn't sleep too bad. I was on a tiny bit of a slant, so I rolled off my mat a couple times. The wind was waking me up a little bit with the tent flapping, but like as mountain camps go, it wasn't the worst. Didn't have any like freaky moments. Like sometimes you'll get sheep wandering around your tent and freaks you out, but no, I slept fine. I'm just starving. I was really looking forward to my hot chocolate. I think I've got a cereal bar in here to keep me going. But yeah, it's been such a beautiful morning. Just look at that. Oh my God. What a way to start the day. Happy Wednesday. Time to head down. It is 7:45. The sun hath risen. Obviously left no trace here. Always remember to just clean up everything that you've got, take it home. So yeah, gonna start heading down with these beautiful views. Look at that. Oh, what a morning. Made it back. I'm just putting my comfy boots on to drive in. I feel so weak, like I've got no energy in me. That pot of noodles has probably got like 400 calories in it, and it's all I've eaten in like 12, 16 hours. So I'm hungry. Can a monster. I need the caffeine. It's just hit me. I'm so tired now. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. That was an amazing night and morning. So glad I went and pushed myself to do that. I was sat in my house yesterday thinking, should I, shouldn't I? And I'm glad that I did. I hope it's given you some inspo or some tips. I will get a video out soon of like all my camping stuff. There is an old one of like all my camping kit if you wanted to check that out. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd want to see or anything you'd want to know. If you've got any questions, I'd really love it if you could hit subscribe. I'm really trying to grow this account and encourage myself to do more YouTube again, because I've missed doing it, so I'd really appreciate it. I know sometimes you have to log in and it's faffy, but it genuinely would mean a lot. If you want to do a little good deed today, just hit subscribe on my YouTube channel and go follow me on Instagram and TikTok, which is at Grace's Adventures, because I kind of like doing this and I want to keep doing more of it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have an awesome day. Go hike, go camp, go see the mountains, be safe, and I'll see you next time. I need to eat something. I'm so dead.